But my predictions are Michael will be staying and Joanna will be going, because there is no use for Joanna as a character without Michael. So in theory, that would mean that Joanna has to go, because if Michael goes, what relevance does she have to the shows? Without Michael and Amber, she doesn't really have a narrative. She doesn't really have a storyline. Nothing is going on for her. I don't know who's going to leave. I can't call it by fact. But my predictions are that Joanna's going to leave, because if Michael leaves, there's no relevance to her damn character. So what is she going to do? If Michael leaves and Joanna stays, Ovi said she likes Joanna. So Ovi could pair up with Joanna. Then that could leave Amber alone. Amber could be in trouble. But then Amber could pair up with this Shoreditch boy, I don't know, he reminds me of one of these hipster boys, Chris. And that would just be the deadest couple on sight. So we have the first look teaser that has arrived, and it looks like this is going to be an intense episode, definitely.
One of you must now leave the island. As a group, the rest of you must now decide who to save.
Hey guys, it's Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, just click that button, subscribe to my channel, subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali as well. I'd massively appreciate it. My handle is in the description box below. So what we're seeing here now is that everybody is deciding together mutually about who they're going to pick, Joanna or Michael.
I want to save Joanna because I personally feel like one trust is broken in a relationship.
I would say for the same reason I'd like to save Joanna. I love them both equally, so it's not easy.
To be dumped from the damn island. Everybody is huddling together and they're talking, but what I find quite weird is they seem to get to a decision very quickly. So I feel like the producers probably told them to pretend they're talking. Like, I'm always gonna have this theory in my head now where everything just doesn't seem as organic. I feel like if you're picking between two Love Islanders who you've known for quite a while, have your separate relationships, some of you are crying over the other people leaving, etc, etc, surely it shouldn't take you that quickly to get to a decision. Perhaps it was just editing from this teaser, but I felt like it was just a bit too quick. But it seems like it might be Michael going home. A lot of people are talking about it, they're predicting it. I simply just cannot call it. I have no idea. A few people were DMing me, and some of them were saying, if you look closely at this particular clip, you can see that it's a strand of Joanna's hair that's being shown. So perhaps Joanna is being saved. I find that to be absolutely pointless if she was, because the predictions are that Michael's going to be saved. Well, that's my prediction, and then Michael and Amber will get on with what they're doing, especially because of the conversation that Michael and Amber had last episode.
One of you must now leave the island. As a group, the rest of you must now decide who to save.
Nevertheless, this does look like it's going to be something that will be gripping, finally, some good content. They are literally injecting it for us. Who are your predictions on? Who do you think is going to go? Who do you think is going to leave this villa? Michael or Joanna? I preferably would want, I don't even know, because I don't want, if I want Joanna to leave, I don't want Michael and Amber to get back together, but I feel like they might. But at the same time, I don't want Joanna to stay, because her personality is literally just boring. She's just not even team furniture. I don't know what she is, Charles. She does nothing for the show. She adds no level, no humor, and again, everything's edited out, so we don't know, but I just feel like she doesn't add anything to the show. So if she goes, then perhaps that'll be great for us, because another boring person has left the cast. However, if she stays and Michael goes, I feel like she's just boring. Why would I want to see more of Joanna? I feel like she's just, without Michael and Amber, she doesn't really have a narrative. She doesn't really have a storyline. Nothing is going on for her. So yeah, Joanna and Michael, I don't know what, I can't really call it. Perhaps from that little clip, if you see Joanna's hair, potentially it's her hair, or potentially it's the other girl's hair and they've changed their hair, or I don't know what, maybe it's editing and the way it started out, it looks like it could be hers, but it probably isn't.
Okay, Islanders, it's time for you to give your decision. Which Islander would you like to save?
I just don't know. I literally can't call it, because I feel like I didn't really expect them to split the couple up right now. I thought it would happen later on, but my predictions are Michael will be staying and Joanna will be going, because there is no use for Joanna as a character without Michael. So in theory, that would mean that Joanna has to go, because if Michael goes, what relevance does she have to the show? Is she going to pair up with Amber? We're going to have the first lesbian couple of this particular season? I don't even know. So I don't know. Then we have this whole Anton and Belle stuff. They are carrying on with this narrative. Now, if you asked me about this storyline 3-4 days ago, as I've expressed, I would not care for it. But now I most definitely do. Reason being is because Belle literally went crazy. She went AWOL. She was literally just going, just frantic on Anton. To a point, I kind of agree with what she's saying, but I feel like there is deliverance and there's a way of going about it.
Can talk about me in that manner when they're annoyed, but can act in that manner when they're annoyed, and I don't want to be in a fiery relationship.
And I just felt like he was shutting down, you know, what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know if I felt like he was using it as a bit of a cop-out to...
Funnily enough, people don't really remark her as aggressive, but they have with Joanna. But at the same time, we also have to see that other contestants have got a lot of Ofcom complaints, like Maura, for to be told as she's been seen as aggressive by the producers. They've actually told her off, and you know, for how she tried to kiss Tommy. So other contestants who have been angry have had their repercussions dealt with it. Not every single one of them, but not as much so, or not as quickly as so, but I've seen it X, Y, Z sometimes here and there. But I feel like that is food for thought with the whole Belle and, you know, the fact that she's aggressive and no one sees that as. I do feel like she's entitled to do so, but again, deliverance is key, and perhaps you could have dealt with that in a bit more of a better way than shouting with everybody watching. It wasn't done in a private room, but embarrassing for Anton. But I don't feel like these two are going to get well on together at all. I just don't really see it happening. I don't see the narrative developing, the storyline developing. I'm not really here for it, but I'm kind of here for just how it's going to break down, because I feel like it's going to decline even more now from here. So we're going to see what takes place between these two, and we have all the girls and guys who are obviously, you know, confiding in Anton, and Anton's like, I don't want to have somebody who's fiery, who can't deal with stuff, and XYZ, or child, I don't want to be with somebody who has a wandering eye. So how about that? So really and truly, I just don't understand. Everybody's a hypocrite in this day and age. That's just how I feel. I feel like we're all flawed and we all just like stand for something that somebody else wouldn't stand for, and etc, etc. I don't even know. I just find it confusing. This Love Island episode is going to be intense. I'm here for it. Hopefully you guys are. All this flavour of these couples have just been rinsed out, and it's just such a shame. Ovi and Amber won't get together. It's not going to happen. We have to put that to bed. I have to keep saying it because I keep wanting it to happen. But perhaps she does have relevance, Joanna, and that is with Ovi. And I wouldn't want to see that couple going on either, because I feel like Ovi, with the amount of personality and humour he has, he needs to match that with somebody who's on that same wavelength. And Joanna, beloved, is 6 foot deep down in the grave. Like, my girl, really and truly, her personality is that's where it is. I feel like she isn't and doesn't match up to Ovi at all, so I wouldn't want that to take place. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do comment down below on this first little teaser. It's going to be intense and gripping. I'm here for it. Hopefully you guys are. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Click that button. It's just one click. Don't be a pagan. And click that notifications bell. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another Love Island video.